In this video, I want to talk about what happens when you get deep into the allegiance of the enemy, taking his mark, and how real and how serious this is, and there's literally no coming back from this. The symptoms of this, the similarities of this, and just literally what it is and how it plays a bigger role as to what is really going to be on a bigger, gigantic scale moving into the end times, and how gang stalking and whoever's going through this right now and it is experiencing this, that is a taste of what it's going to be like when people receive the mark of the beast. I'm going to talk about this. I'm going to break this down. By all means, if you don't believe in God, if you're not a believer, you don't believe in light, Jesus, if you're allergic to any of those words, click off. By all means, you will be offended. I don't care. I don't care. I'm here to piss off the enemy by any chance I get, to expose his evil strategies, tactics, and his devices, and what he's doing, and what's happening, what's going on, and what is to come. Because it's going to happen and it's going to come. By all means. So, if you take the mark of the beast, you will be changed forever. You will be changed forever. There's no going back. That will literally be the last choice you ever make. It's a frightening thing. There's no more salvation from you. You're completely, totally separated from hearing the voice of God or feeling any type of light. You will be empty and have a feeling of void. And only thing that you will feel when it comes to energy is evil and darkness. And you probably have to do some things to make it seem like certain things that'll make you feel all right, but it won't be God. It will not be him or anything to do with him or his power or anything of the essence of light. You'll be totally void of that. You won't have anything to do with that. It won't have anything to do with you ever again. If it did, it just will not. It changes you. So when it comes to the mark of the beast, there's three things in this. So when we we know, like in ancient times, when people did things and how they were cursed for mingling and mixing with half-breeds. When it comes to this mark of the beast thing, it literally has something to do with the DNA. That's why I hear about this stuff that's been around. It's just that we have social media is really just advancing today, and we're seeing a whole bunch of videos and this, but this is nothing new. But it definitely does have something to do with your DNA, and it's also spiritual as well. So that's the first one. The other ones, the other two, I believe that there's like at least three of them for me. Like there's the one where it comes to that DNA one, the one that was talked about even in the Bible when it talked about when Noah was around. And then so I feel like when it comes to it, it's like threes. And then now today, they have the one where you have the tattoo that you can get. It's a digital tattoo that can be embedded in your skin by pricking a tattoo. And then there's the chip, which is the radio frequency identification. ID, whatever. Now listen to that. Now what's going on today? What have I been talking about? How people have been experiencing these things when it comes to gang stalking, being hit by energy weapons, and how that ties into the similarities on how people do evil manipulation, witchcraft work, and be attacking people's minds with evil spiritual entities. It's people in governments and scientists that do the same thing. It's people who are not human with these abilities and with these powers that have this type of ability to do these things that can affect and harm humans, and the government uses these people in war, all types of stuff. They probably even use human men, soldiers, to fight against these people. But just hear me out. That's why I say it's a bigger picture. That's why I say anyone who's going through gang stalking, when you understand gang stalking and how they're targeting people when it comes to this stuff, and a lot of the main thing you hear about when it comes to gang stalking is them hacking and doing cyber computer harassment and spiritual stuff. But I say how that ties into natural too, but it's also spiritual. So they're doing it both ways. Using energy weapons, frequency sounds. People talk about this stuff, ringing up the ears. I mean, you name it. You name it. Being watched when they're at grocery stores. As soon as they get to the counter of checkout, it's like, oh, what do they want to see? How much cash I got? Like, why are they in here just watching me? Listen, just listen. In the end times, this is going to be on a bigger scale. If you take the mark, you will be damned. You will be changed forever, ever. You will be able to buy and sell and be able to steal. That's all they're going to put out. But there are side effects to this. You are still a human being, and you took this mark. And one of the things you're going to feel is hopelessness, loss, and regret, and troubled. Especially if you knew better, and if you were a believer and you knew good from evil. Some people don't even believe in it, so it doesn't bother them as much, but you will be affected by this. You will be affected by this. It even talks about how in the Bible how people who have this mark on them will be affected by this. They will. They're actually going to be tormented when hell unleashes upon this earth for those who have that mark of evil, Antichrist, that serpent seed DNA inside of their veins. I'm serious. Really. Like, it's going to happen. And if you get that mark, here's the other qualities that it has if you were to take this mark. They can control you. I don't know who is they, but when you hear about these elites and things that they do and who's in those higher, places that I always talk about, the higher ups, the elite people who are actually making those things to like put in people, they can control you. They can turn it off. You can die. They can, it's something that they can do with it that can really cause harm to you. Like you really don't have any control over your life. They're listening to you. They monitor your vital signs, your pulses. This is what people are talking about when they get gangstalked. They've taken this to the courts. They've tried to get sue whoever they is that are doing this to them. They can't. And they will explain situations how they would do these things to them with invisible energy weapons. And you hear all types of stuff, how they can cause you to get heart attacks and all this stuff and mess with your body with this energy stuff. This is done through the technology, if you have it. This is done to control. So just imagine people who are walking around and have that with them. They're under heavy, close surveillance and watch, and they control them, and they control them by doing that to them. They can cause them pain if they get out of line. What do you think is going to happen to you? You just worry about getting into your car and paying for some items and keeping your job. They have you under control. You've joined the beast system. You joined evil, wicked people. You joined the Satan's kingdom. Like you, like it's bad. Your life is not regarded. Just like the same thing what they do to people in the industry. It is the exact same thing, just like selling your soul. And you cannot get it back. Yes, it will be still intact in you, whatever. But as far as like, no, you belong to evil. You're in the same predicament situation as people who literally signed over and made an agreement with evil to have the world in Hollywood, in Bollywood, in Nollywood, in Hollywood. You've done the same thing and they can't get out of it. It's either that or the other option, being out of this world, if you know what I mean. So in these end times, and I told y'all a good movie to watch that's really good to watch when it comes to this is a movie called Invasion with Nicole Kidman on it. I believe it may have came out in 2008. I don't know. It's a good movie. It's one of my favorite movies. I love movies like that. There were a lot of good movies like that back in the day, like a lot of good conspiracy movies with the good actors today. Nowadays, they're not really making any good movies anymore. But that is a good prime example of how it's going to be in the end times and what people actually go through who get gang stalked and what's going to happen when all of this stuff is implemented and you do have to take the mark. There are people who are walking around with this right now, and the minute they go into their house, the lights turn on. Like, if that's not weird, like, they don't even need to flick the switch. Like, the lights turn on. They don't need to use a credit card. They don't even need to use a key. Like, especially if they have one of those modern type homes, like like how a lot of them have in Hollywood, like really up to date, like because they got good money. They don't need, like, they have easy access. Like, they have access because they've sold out, and you've sold out too. You give in because you just want to. You just you don't want to depend on God, basically, or you just don't want to just. And I guarantee you, a lot of people are going to do that because they don't even believe in God, or they just don't. They're not even considering that. They don't even believe that there is a place waiting for people who literally take that mark. And I'm just here to warn and here to share the similarities of that and how that really ties into gang stalking and why people want to watch you and keep track of you, and how all of that's going to become old news when this comes out. And why not, what was it, like a week ago, they just announced that it's going to be required within, I don't know how many years or when it's going to be, to have a digital ID. They just said digital ID. Now, digital ID can mean, it being a new card that everyone's going to have to be required to have. It has to be in your skin. Look, these people don't know when Jesus is going to come back, but he's coming. They don't know when he's come back. So they're always going to have people guessing and trying to play catch up with them. We don't know, but they're on this time. Like I said, the evil powers that be in this world, they're ready. It's literally by the push of a button. They're just not in control of anything. They don't run the planet. They don't run anything. They only run their territory. And what Satan doesn't run anything. He's not the God of this world. There's a creator who created heaven and earth, this world, and other places and realms. He doesn't control anything at all whatsoever. That's why it's so important to have your complete, total confidence in the creator who created heaven and earth, who can destroy the body and the soul, and who can literally just protect you. Literally, this is the real protection and power. It just is. If this is offending you, I'm sorry, but it's the truth. The light is the protection from it is the cure to all darkness. Unfortunately, if you take this mark of the beast, there will be no cure for you. And honestly, I really do believe when they say a lot of celebrities be looking the way they be looking, I think they made up an excuse because they always have to make up some type of lie because they know what they're doing and what's going on, and maybe everyone's body has a different effect to it. But when you look into like some of those people's eyes, their soul, like who they are, is not there. You see this in Ariana Grande right now. You see this with a lot of those celebrities. And she even said something about some clinic that she went to. Yeah, a lot of these people get this stuff at clinics, at tattoo parlors and shop. They get these things implemented in their bodies. Like physicians, like medical people, students, and doctors do this. And the tattoo people who do tattoos as well. They do this. And they work at clinics. And if anybody has the best clinics and doctors in the world, that no one, that it will be anyone in the real world, if anyone has the real, like the real doctors, them the ones I be talking about, like the ones that work in those satanic labs, those doctors, a lot of those celebrities are the more closer to those people. So a lot of them, when you look at them, they just don't seem there. They're gone. They're just not, like, there's something off with them. And that's, if you want to be honest, it's because a lot of them really do have that mark. They do. They have that tattoo. They have that mark. They do. They tell you this. It's in front of your face. When you go to that concert, it's a ritual. They do the horn sign. They do the Illuminati eye symbol sign. It's always in threes, right? They do that horn sign, that Illuminati eye symbol sign, that Babylonian Egyptian mystic, the symbols. They do the evil devil horn sign, the satanic one, and then it all trickles down to what? The mark of the beast one. The 6. They always do the 6 symbol. They flash it on the screen. They are blaspheming the Bible, God. They're turning the crosses upside down. They put that 6 over their eye. Them the 3. So that's why I say I really think that when they do things in threes. They do things in threes. So if you take that mark, there are people who are in this world that are of the serpent seed. They don't even need it's in their DNA. There's a man that the Bible speaks of that has this mark. And there are people in this world who don't even need it because they have that DNA. But humans who came through this world that God created in his image with a soul, that have the pure blood of human form, they get it. They get it. That's why I said it's threes. That's why I'm breaking it down and explaining to y'all. It's people that's walking around that are of the serpent seed with that DNA that have these evil powers. That when humans sell their soul against allegiance or with Satan and want to do witchcraft and magic, they access that demonic power from those demons and use them and do horrible things with them. That's what they do. There's people of that DNA that already is here, that's wicked, that's in the waters and on the earth and on the surface. And there are evil people in evil science, satanic labs that are in cahoots with the elites that they know that are making this, whatever they're doing inside of it with radio frequency and all that stuff, how they can just put that in your skin and say, hey, you can access all this stuff that you need, human, your food, your medical stuff. But this is something to that if you get it, it changes you. You literally become like a cyberborg robot. And it's radio frequency. Frequency. Think about that. And you're putting that in your skin. I actually hear that actually causes cancer. Why would you put that high radio frequency radiation thing embedded into your arm, into your hand? Just to get in your car, use a key. Just press the button. Is it that serious? Just press the button. God. But if you take that mark, in desperate times, desperate needs, desperate measures, when everything does go just haywire and just so wrong, a lot of people are going to get it. They are. And a lot of the people who do the gang stalking that are doing this to people, I hear a lot of them that they actually have that. They actually have that. Why do you think a lot of people prefer them as NPCs and how weird they're acting? And some of them, I'm going to keep it real with you. Some of those people who do the gang stalking, they really do act like robots. I have to say, they really do act strange and like robots. They really do. Some of them, but some of them just are just dud. They just you can tell that when they're just doing it, they're just being told it's just what they have to do. Just like anybody who joined the allegiance of some of the enemy of his gang, they gotta do it. If not, they don't get paid, they don't eat, they get tortured, tormented, they get in trouble, they don't get their reward, but they have to do it. It's definitely an obligation, they have to do it. But I'm just saying, stay strong, don't let that get you, because everybody, one day everybody is going to experience this gang stalking on a higher level, because a lot of people are going to become the robots. A lot of people think it's going to be robots just running around here. They could be easily destroyed and get knocked out by the disasters that's going to happen. You really think robots are going to be people in the movies that we've been watching for all these years? People are going to be the robots. People are going to be the robots. There are people right now who have this embedded in them, have this mark, and they know someone or they're married to them and they don't even recognize them. It's not even them. Like, it's them, but it's not them. It's strange and it freaks them out. Like, it's literally not them. They're there, but they're not there. Strange. You would have to experience it or be with the person who know. You guys probably seen ads of these people use vending machines, be at their jobs, using this thing on camera because that's what they got to do. But I'm telling you, the people who know people who got this will tell you it's strange. And that's why I say watch the movie. That's why I say watch this movie called Invasion. It's literally called Invasion, and it's this lady, it's this white lady with this blonde hair. And I'll just give a little bit of the movie. I don't want to tell the whole movie, but in the beginning, yeah, she's like I don't know what job does she have? She works in the office and she has a son, but it's called Invasion. You guys got to watch it. Some little spaceship comes down in the beginning, but I don't want to get off the whole movie. I'm going to just say that something lands out in the middle of nowhere, and then the cops are called. It's a good movie, but it gives you a great idea how it's going to be in the end times when people start getting this mark and how weird and strange things are going to be getting. And you won't be able to trust anybody. It's going to be a terrible time because this is a lot of people are going to go through this. What if someone in your family gets it? Your friend, someone that's close to you, but you don't want it, but then you're gonna have to. What are you gonna do? Get turned in? Like everyone in the future will go through police brutality and being arrested and getting in trouble. It won't just be black people anymore. It won't just be you getting discriminated against or the police just being some idiots, whether you're black or not. Like people are going to go through this. It's gonna be no mercy. Like it's gonna start with the law. Like lawlessness is going to happen. They're already trying to harass people right now when it comes to them eating their food. They're playing hokey pokey with that. Like they don't know what they want to do. It's not time yet, but they're ready. They keep trying to see. They don't know. They can't even think straight. They don't even have, they're not even in their right mind. Now, one of the symptoms of the mindset, because it says in the Bible how people will receive this it will be in their hand or on their forehead. Now, people right now who have this mindset of telling you about all this stuff about how we're gods and the 44 galactically beings and this new age rock worshiping vibration high religion, that is the mindset of what people are going to have who take the mark of the beast. As a matter of fact, they're going to be so programmed and stuck permanently in that way. Anything that has anything to do with Christ, they will not, or Jesus, they won't, they will not say it, they will not spew it, they will turn against that, and everything else that the enemy has deceived every other nation and race across the world with when it comes to religion. They'll understand that and tell you about that, but when it comes to God or Jesus, it hurts them. They can't, it's just like they can't, their brain, the way it's wired, because they've taken that mark, or the ones who I'm talking about who don't have it, but they have that mindset because that the knowledge, what they think is knowledge of what they're studying in these occultic books that, which means hidden, which they ain't hidden. Secrets ain't secret no more. Everything's coming out now. That is the mindset of how people are going to be who take the mark of the beast, even if they don't believe in anything. When it comes to like Jesus or God, it's going to I just believe it's going to it won't get through. It's something, it just won't get through. They're not even human. Like they have all types of legions and evil walk through them. Anything that is implemented on this world as weapons and energy weapons is going to affect them the most. It's going to tear them up. It's going to hurt them. Any type of bioweapons, frequency wave, like magnetic weapons that is just they're going to be hit. They're going to be destroyed by it. Whoever has this mark is going to hurt them more than it would a person who don't even have it. It definitely won't touch the people who are in light and in God. It won't affect them at all. But just imagine the ones who do. They're going to get tortured the worst, the absolute worst. So I just wanted to put that out there and talk about that stuff, guys, when it comes to this mark of the beast similarities and what it is. You're basically selling your soul. That's basically what it is. You don't have a soul no more at that point. You're just a walking dead person, just a vessel that, these evil spirits and that these demons, because they want to come on this side, you've given them a body, you've given them you. If you take that mark, you're damned. You are damned. You are. You're not there. It's just not you. You're cursed. You're damned. Don't take the mark of the beast, people. Whatever you do, don't take it. Don't do it. Shall stay prayed up, blessed, and discerned. Watch out and keep a close eye on people in these last days. Just watch them. Just watch. Just look.